Kami, Game of Thrones, and Islam? What could they possibly have in common? Hello, all you sexy geeks and nerds, both men and women alike, and welcome to another installment of Anime Theory, where I succeed in making the impossible possible, because trying implies failure. Now, we have three completely different subjects. One about a green Namekian who oversees the earth, another about a mystical land with men at war for the Iron Throne, and the last about a religion practiced throughout over 1 billion people. Now, would you believe me if I said that it's actually Islam that ties it all together? Let's look deeper into this. Kami is a green Namekian who rid himself of evil in order to become pure in heart and take on the role of watching over Earth. He possessed great unknowable knowledge, foreseeing Goku's first arrival along with his intentions. When Goku says, "Now I can tell you which friends to bring back," Kami replies, "I know. Krillin, Chaozu, Master Roshi, Nam, all the other fighters." It is also important to note that not only does Kami watch over the Earth, but he is also the Earth's guardian, calling himself Kami, a Japanese term for God. Not because he is the almighty God, but because it is his duty to take on the worldly place of God. Now in the Game of Thrones, there are those known as the Green Seers, and possess the Green Sight, an ability that allows them to see into the future through prophetic dreams, also known as Green Dreams. Green Seers, however, possessed more than just the ability to see into the future. They were also said to have great mystical powers, and although not specified, it is largely hinted that they take on the role of watching over Earth, as though they were the Earth's guardian. A quote about a Green Seer stated, "He has lived beyond his mortal span, and yet lingers, for us, for you, for the realm of men." So again, a man needs to ask, what does any of this have to do with Islam? Hidden deep within the lore of Islam lays a story about a being. May he be born of clay, light, or fire, this being is said to possess great wisdom and mystic knowledge. But a man needs a name. Al-Khadr, or better for your understanding, the Green One. The Khadr, or for those of you who want to pronounce his name, the Kidr, Kidri, Kaider, whatever. The Khadr is a righteous servant of God who is said to be some kind of prophet, while others believe that he takes the worldly place of God, much like Kami. His lore goes on to say that he helps guide those in need, and many a times he is associated with the water of life, a thing seen in both Dragon Ball Z and to an extent Game of Thrones. In Dragon Ball Z, located at the lookout was a kettle that had Kami's symbol on it, known as Ultra Divine Water, which helped unlock Goku's potential, while in the Game of Thrones, the last Green Seer gives Bronn weirwood paste to drink in order to help Bronn unlock his hidden potential. So to summarize, we have three beings heavily associated with the color green, all possessing great wisdom as well as untold knowledge. Some are servants of God and even take on the role of being the worldly place of God, and for the most part are even known to be the guardians of Earth. And lastly, they were all associated with some form of drink which grants divine powers. My mother had told me a story about my grandfather, God rest his soul, about a time he met a man who was claimed to be Al-Khadr. When my grandfather asked what he should do next, Al-Khadr gave him an answer that had details about recent events that were only known by my grandfather. Now there is no proof to support this claim, but nowadays we forget. We forget that we are people of very small and limited knowledge. Many of the things that we discover are not of the things that we look for, but things that we would never have even imagined to exist, and just so happen to have stumbled upon. So the next time you are quick to judge and disbelief, just remember the small atoms you're made of, the large heavy planes that take flight, and the vast world of the internet at the tips of your fingers. And just maybe, there is a Kami watching over us all. And thank you all also very much for watching this to the end. You're all truly the sexiest of geeks and nerds, and I will always do my best to keep you all entertained. Just remember, I am your Middle Eastern geek and nerd. and I am peacing out.